Alright, here it is. I'm going to show you how to deal with it. This on the back is the Wi-Fi antenna. These were not built with a Wi-Fi chip in them like most consoles are, and even like the newer versions of the 360. This is how it connects to Wi-Fi. It needs this adapter, and it'll glow green when it's good, which it should be good because it's plugged right on in. The hard drive, it's got a button to remove it, but I just wouldn't, because the way the lights are wired, this can come off, but you shouldn't take it off, because then you run the risk of messing up the wires for this, for the LED in it. And then you have the sync button for the controller, but it'll already be all sunken up. And then the on and off button with USB flaps, and then 360 storage chips. Alright, you come on the back here once you have the HDMI in. You'll flip it like this and plug it in. It has a computer inside it, as you would think, just like the Xbox. So it needs to not get bounced around. Make sure it's sat nice in an area you can breathe. Let's move this thing on. See the mod chip going back there. There you go. My camera's dirty. And then it'll boot up and straight into Aurora. I do not have the controller on me, so I gotta go grab it. But it'll boot right up into Aurora. Proto is the stealth server that you will use to connect online. And it's got games loaded on it. Let me grab the controller. Alright, I've not shown you it, but here is the controller. White buttons, brand new white sticks, D-pad, drip. Just a good working controller. Alright, let's check out our games. Just scroll over. Oop, that was a little quick. There we go. And then you press Y, and you could look at the stuff of the games. You could scroll over here. You could change up the cover art, make it look cool if you want. And then you press A to launch it. But I'm going to show you how to access the files. You're going to press what's that saying? It should say pause. It'd be that button right there. You press it, and then you go to File Manager, and then there's your hard drive, which has your games and some other files. You shouldn't have to mess with none of that. You should be all solid just to boot and run from here. But one of the other things I'm going to show you with this is how to get back to the retail dashboard, which is you're going to press the button that I told you, this one, and it's going to pop up with this, and you go down to File Manager, and then you're going to go down to Flash, and then you go to Dash XEX. And here's my account. We'll just load on in real quick because I have it on here still. Quickly show you how to get your account on here. When you get to the retail dashboard, you're going to slide over, go to System, go to Network Settings, and then you're going to look for your Wi-Fi. And then you're going to connect to your Wi-Fi, wait for it to load. It's going to give you here. I'm going to test mine to show you. Yes. All you have to do is put your Wi-Fi in, and then it should get to this point where it says you're connected to your Wi-Fi, just not internet and not Xbox Live. But because you're on a stealth server, it bypasses both of those. So it just needs your router connection, and then it establishes its own. And then you'll come over here and then you'll sign in, and then you'll go to download profile, and then you'll just have you put in your email and your password, and it should download your account. See retail side of the dashboard. When you go to my games, it's only going to show these 2 games. That's because all your other games are stored in Aurora, and that is the only way to access them. Accessing Aurora from this screen, you have to do a couple extra steps by accessing XEX menu. This menu can be a bit tricky to understand. It's kind of hard to see shit. They kind of just throw it all in there, but you use the bumpers and the triggers to navigate. It takes a minute to load in to this custom software. Okay, now here is XEX menu. Like I said, you use the bumpers to navigate, and you could also use the triggers to navigate. But to access Aurora again, or here's all your games, like you see when it loaded in, it threw me to all the games here. You could select your games through here, but on the forums, it's not suggested to select them through here. You should go back to Aurora, but I don't think there's an actual problem with it. So like I said, you press the bumper until you get to here, and then you go down to, I believe on this one I put it in Homebrew. Yes, you go to Homebrew, then there's Aurora Dashboard, and then you access Aurora Dashboard, and you go down to Aurora XEX, and then you launch that, which will load you back into Aurora where all your games are kept. Alright, so in rest mode, I'm going to give you a straight up of turning it on and running it, but I'm going to be putting a disc in, because I'm going to play that for a little while, run it for an hour or 2, make sure it's golden. Pretty quick boot, that wasn't bad. Alright, pop the disc drive open. Alrighty. Disk drive a bit loud, but just like any 360, you could pop in any game that you want and play along. There we go. I've been gaming on it for quite a minute. Then I'm on Need for Speed Most Wanted, the fucking $60 game. This shit came out with the Xbox in 2005.